my channel. If you are new here, welcome. For those who are not so new, welcome back. This video will be about countries that Jamaicans can travel to without a visa. Now, if you own a passport that looks like this one, or a passport that looks like this one, then this video is for you. For those who are not traveling with these passports, well, I guess you would say this would be for general knowledge, but we're referring to Jamaican citizens. Alright, now I'm still traveling. If you have a passport like this one, chances are it's expired and you need to change it. However, if you have a visa in your old passport, you need to bring it with you, because the visa that's not expired, you can bring it with you. Because the reason why I'm still traveling with my passport, this old one, I'm traveling with both of them, is because I have a 10-year US visa in here and it's not expired yet. So whenever I'm traveling, I'll take this with me and use this as access to the country. Now, for those who have this one, this is the one you should have for the one that's activated, or the one that's new, the new one with the CARICOM logo on it. The Jamaican passport is number 60, is in the number 60 position based on travel freedom. And why? This is because we currently, as of January 2018, which is this year, we currently have access to visa-free or visa on arrival country to 79 countries, and that makes us number 60 on the list in terms of travel freedom. It's not bad, but it could be better. But you know, we're not complaining. We still have access to 79 countries that we don't really need to go through a long process to get into the country. Jamaica is a part of the CARICOM, and for those who don't know about CARICOM, do some research on it. It's mainly for the Caribbean countries, including Belize, I think, is an English-speaking country. English-speaking countries. I don't know much about CARICOM. I probably need to do some more research on it. But if you need more research on it, you can go and check it out on Google. For those who are part of CARICOM, because Jamaica is a part of CARICOM, other countries are part of CARICOM, you are allowed to stay in a country, in the CARICOM countries, for 6 months. Now, is Cayman a part of CARICOM? Cayman is an exception. Is Cayman a part of CARICOM? I don't remember, but the exceptions in terms of the Caribbean countries: British Virgin Islands, Turks and Caicos, Cayman Islands, you need a visa to go to these countries. So those are the exceptions in terms of Caribbean countries. But for the others, 6 months in the country. Access to other countries, there are numerous ways to get into the country. You either have a no visa entry that you can go to another country with just a passport, and you have another access where you have a visa on arrival, and that way you go to the country, and then when you're in the airport talking to immigration, they will grant you the visa. For the countries that don't need a visa, you can either stay there for 6 months, 3 months, or 30 days. And these are all the countries you can travel to without a visa. The next thing is visa on arrival. Now, for visa on arrival, you receive a visa upon entry. These are all the countries you can travel to with a visa on arrival entry. If it requires a visa, depending on the country, they will have different specifications and different duration of each visa. Some visa can last for 30 days, some visa can last for a year, a single entry, and you have some visa that lasts for 10 years. Now, an example of this is the US visa. Well, I received the US visa, and that is for 10 years. They can also give you one for 5 years. They can also give you one for 4 months or for 6 months, or a single entry visa, depending on your situation. If you're going for, depending on your situation and depending on the type of visa that you're trying to get into the country with. So if you're looking for a regular visiting visa, in most cases they give a 10-year. In some cases they give you 5 years, etc., etc. There are some exceptions to this list. Now, the beauty of having some of these visas is that it can allow you access to other countries. Let me give you an example. For Jamaicans, we need a visa to go to the Cayman Islands. Now, for the Cayman Islands, there's an exception to the visa. If you have a US visa, a Canadian visa, or a England visa, or a British visa, having one of these visas, you can go to the Cayman Islands and you don't need a visa for the Cayman Islands. It's the same thing with Costa Rica. It's the same thing with Nicaragua. When I went to Nicaragua, I didn't need a visa because I had a US visa, and they give you a pass once you travel to the country. I'm looking for it, I can't find it. Oh yeah, it's here. Now, when I went to Nicaragua, because I traveled on a US visa, all I had to do was pay $10 for entry. So I got a little pass, a stamp, not sure if you can see it, and this stamp, it was just indicating when I came into the country. They also stamped the passport as well, but also they give you a stamp when I came into the country, and a receipt of me paying a $10 US, a $10 US visitor pass. I think this is all in Spanish, I have no clue, but a visitor pass. Sorry, if you don't have any of these visas and you want to go to the Cayman Islands, if you are between 15 and 70 years old, you need a visa, right? A Cayman visa. But if you are outside of that age bracket, then you don't need a visa. So if you're 14 years old or if you're 71 years old, then you can travel to the country without a visa. Pretty handy, right? Cool. I think that is it. I hope I've touched everything. There are also numerous conditions and numerous exceptions, but these are the main ones. Like if your parents were born in the country, or if you have some relative, or if you have some card, a green card, or whatever citizenship to prove that you have some ties to the country, you can have access to other countries too. So there are numerous ways to get into the country. I'm just telling you about the main ones for the regular people who don't have all of those gadgets. So yeah, I hope that this video was informational, and if you need more information on this, feel free to reach out to me. If you have any ideas on questions or videos that you'd like me to address, please comment below and let me know. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.